spuds, we're here for the thrill. Spin it around, get a morning chill. So join the fun, get ready to climb. It's ineffably sublime. Special good vibes, morning's just fine. With the woodpeckers calling, it's podcast time. Sublime Squad, keep it wild and prime. Ineffably sublime.
What is going on, Sublime Squad? And thank you for tuning in to another rousing edition of Ineffably Sublime. I'm Bubs, and with me always is Spuds McGamble. What is going on, Spud?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you still hear me? Okay.
You kind of remind me of that guy, you know?
Oh, the AT&T guy. Or was he AT&T or was he Verizon? He was
A
Verizon.
Verizon fellow, yeah.
I don't know if I like that, though. I don't know if I like to be compared to that son of a bitch.
You don't really remind me of that guy.
Okay. Well, that's good.
You're more like the sticker on the filler type of guy.
Hey, I can deal with that.
Yeah, that guy, the one that's always, what is it? Oh, wear sunglasses or eye protection or...
Yeah, that guy.
That reminds me of you every time I see
you
it.
do like that guy.
Only because it reminds me of you.
I'm honored.
You should be. I would put that bumper sticker on my car.
Would you really?
It just says Spuds McGamble. That's all it needs. That's all it needs. So, folks, we're here. Anything new, Mitch?
No.
I don't got anything either.
No, it's been pretty lame since the last time we recorded. I can't think of a damn thing.
But you know what? That's okay.
Yeah.
You know, no news is good news, they say.
That's true.
As they say in the big leagues.
That's the one that's what they say.
That's what they say in the big leagues, I hear.
You hear that correctly. Yeah, I mean, work's been kind of subpar.
I mean, yeah, I was there.
You know, yeah. I don't think we have any fun.
Did you stay till 6:30 the other night?
No, I left at 5:30.
Oh, half hour after I did.
Yeah, I hung a little bit longer than I'm just like, nah. I'm just gonna go.
That's what I fucking was feeling. I was like, yeah, fuck this. Like I made it till 5. I was done.
Yeah, it was. It got a little rough there at the end. Well, it was getting rough there the last couple hours to begin with.
Yeah.
I made it till
we had a particularly boring night for there was no normalcy.
No,
it was just boring. Like we did nothing, and nobody was funny. Like everybody was just boring. We played Pig Hole. That was fun.
Yeah, Pig Hole was pretty fun. I could play that game again.
Yeah, I'm gonna print a bunch of them. There's a bunch of different kinds.
You still never found Clown Hole?
No, but I could probably make Clown Hole.
Okay.
Clown Hole, that's my favorite. But yeah, other than that, we're on to fucking part 2 of food phrases. Like better than sliced bread or sound like hotcakes, shit like that. So if you missed part 1, that would be last week's episode. I believe the episode was called Just Say Hee-Haw, Brother. So go back, because Mitch forgot how to sound like a donkey.
Well, no, it just depends on what part of the world you're from. I mean, there's clearly some donkeys that sound like that. Donkeys
from Pennsylvania go, meow.
Yeah, the Clearfield donkeys go, meow.
So you can go back and listen to that one. And if not, you can just listen to this one. I'm sure it's going to be as entertaining, and it doesn't really matter if you heard the first part or not. But to get things started here, we have a few news stories that we can do. I've got one that I posted. Amanda's got one that she posted. So we're going to do 2 news stories. Apparently they're related somehow.
Oh,
that's cool. Before we do that, we're going to address the weird holidays and on this day in history.
Oh, did she get a this day in history?
She did.
Sweet. I don't even see it. Oh, there we go. Okay.
So today, this is your favorite day, bud. Today's International Sweatpants Day.
Sweet.
Man, it's a good day for strip clubs, right?
Hell yeah.
You got National Hugging Day. That's like Danny Tanner's favorite holiday.
Danny Tanner.
National New England Clam Chowder Day. How can that be? How can New England Clam Chowder have a national day?
How do all these things have a day?
I don't know.
Just what did we do the last? There was one that was a weird one. Every week's got a weird one.
Yeah, it's very odd. This is One-Liners Day. Rid the World of Fad Diet Day. And Gimmicks Day. Oh, rid the world of fad diet and Gimmicks Day.
Okay.
And this next one is SAD. SAD. Squirrel Appreciation Day.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Okay. Well,
hit him with the interesting.
Okay. On this day in history, it's the birthday of Christian Dior. I'm assuming that's the Dior, isn't that the perfume bitch?
You said it wrong. It's Christian.
I'm not gonna say that. Let's see. George Orwell died on this day in 1950. Louis the 16th was executed by guillotine. Rasputin was born. Then we got in parentheses Russian mystic. Parentheses. God damn it.
Great job, Amanda.
Let's see. Concorde had its first commercial flight.
And it.
That's it. The old Concorde. Wasn't that that's supposed to be like the world's fastest airplane, right?
Oh, I thought they were talking about grapes.
Why would a grape have a flight? That's the first time a grape went on a flight.
In my head, I thought they were talking about a flight of wines.
So anyway,
that's the sound of Mitch.
The hell is a flight of wine?
Like if you go to a wine tasting.
Okay, this is where I would be lost because I've never been. So
okay, so if you go to like a wine store or like a wine,
a
winery. Thank you. A winery. You could go in there and you could order a flight of wine, and they would give you like 4 or 5 different types of wine on like a board. That's what they're called. Or you can get like a beer flight too. They do the same thing with different beers. And a very popular wine is Concorde. I thought that's where they were going with that.
Yeah. Like I said, I might be wrong, but I thought the Concorde was I think it was like a European airplane.
See, I would have never known that Rasputin was a Russian mystic without the parentheses there. So where the fuck were the parentheses on this? Or should I have just assumed that a commercial flight actually meant an airline?
Well, yeah.
That's dumb of me.
Let's see. Oh, the Concorde's already a retired airliner.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's already done.
Well, I'll be dipped in
there's
shit.
The British Airways Concorde flight 1986. They only built 20 of those bastards. First flight was the introductory date 76, retired October 24th of 03. It's retard.
Well, hell yeah.
Did you say retarded?
Right. Retarded.
So there we go. So that was a pretty not a whole lot.
Yeah, no, nothing crazy special.
No. But that's all right. It's not all of them are going to be bangers. They're all not going to slap. This was our first one.
That's true.
Yeah.
See if we can find some real fucking weird ones.
Oh, I'm sure there will be at some point. We are only in January.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. So earlier last week, between episodes, Mitch and I, it's been fucking freezing in our neck of the woods over here, like super cold. And we're sitting there. It's 5:00 in the morning, and we're looking at the weather, and Mitch comes up with the question, what the fuck is up with the feels like temperature? Now, I don't even know if we read that Amanda looked it up for us.
She did.
And here's what we got. But before we do that, Mitch, I want you to look at this screenshot that I posted in here. I posted this just for you to read.
Is it the picture of the dude?
Yeah, the National Department of Transportation from New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. Oh, for fuck's sake. So this is a real thing?
This is a real thing I screenshot off my timeline.
Oh my God. So here's how it starts. First, it's got a snowman emoji. Then we've got Gibbity weather warning. Roads are slippery sus this morning. Fuck you, New Hampshire. Locked in alert. It's giving ick vibes this morning, fam. Temps are chilly and the roads might be on their frosty Ohio mew. Stay woke and locked in. Oh, these motherfuckers. What the hell does mew mean?
Mew. You don't know what mewing is?
No. Well,
It's
that's what a donkey sounds.
yeah, Mew. It's also the name of a Pokemon.
Uh,
No, mewing. I really don't know how to describe it, but it's some kind of workout that you do with your jaw to give yourself a good jawline. The Rizzler does it. Ask Izzy.
Oh, that goddamn Rizzler.
Ask Izzy what mewing is.
Okay. I'll ask her. So it'll be the same thing as when I did that skibbity Riz thing and asked her, and she just gave me like a weird chuckle. Okay, so there's more. So after we do the stay woke and locked in, we've got survival tips for the goats. Pull up earlier. Don't get caught slipping, in parentheses, literally. Slow it down. This ain't Fast and Furious. Watch for icy spots, especially on bridges. They are sus. Stay safe out there, legends. Don't let the drip, parentheses, of ice mess with your Riz. Holy shit.
And that dude that's the skibbity toilet.
What?
That picture of the guy?
That's what they consider skibbity?
That's
toilet.
skibbity toilet. Look how his head's coming out of a toilet.
I hate the world now. This is awful.
This was a real post I saw.
Oh.
It's not even a sponsored post. I don't know why I have the New Hampshire Department of Transportation on my Facebook. I don't anymore. But this was a real suggested post to me.
That is awful.
And I was like, what the flying fuck?
That's awful. Just, I can't even express how much I hate that post.
That's exactly what I was hoping you would say.
Oh, they said sus twice.
I know.
Giving ick vibes.
It's giving ick vibes. That's probably my least favorite new thing that I've seen it all the time on TikTok. Like, instead of just saying, like, I don't even know it. They don't even say vibes anymore. You'll see the phrase, it's giving blankety blank. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Or what are they saying? Like, you could be watching like a pretty lady, and they could be like, it's giving yada yada yada. It's giving pretty, and I'm like, whoa, we're just skipping words now. Like we're regressing as a people.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking in like emoji forms within the next 10 years.
Meanwhile, the world has impressively somehow managed to, this week, move collectively as a species from TikTok to a fucking app that is 100% Mandarin and learn how to speak Mandarin while on this app. Which is fucking crazy. So we have this kind of shit happening. Skibbity Ohio toilet. Followed by that kind of thing happening. What the fuck is going on? It's such a weird time to be alive.
It is, and I don't like it.
I don't know, man.
I don't like it.
And I don't know what's going to happen with TikTok. I have no fucking clue. Nobody fucking knows.
No.
And it's just all we've been hearing about.
Yeah, I mean, I keep hearing that maybe it could get extended. Then
Well,
they're saying
the extension was
no.
shot down, flat out, openly shot down in the Supreme Court or in the Senate or whatever the
Well,
fuck
no,
it
see, I
was.
didn't hear it from that. I heard from other outlets of something other than them. So who the hell knows?
Well, they brought it into the Senate for unanimous, whatever they call that, unanimous passing of the bill or the act. And if one person decided to say no, then it would go away or they would shut it down. And the guy, the senator of Arkansas, was like, no. And they were like, well, that's that. There goes that extension. So
Arkansas, just slack-jawed yokels down there.
well, he's the guy. I don't know if you remember or not, but he's the one who, which we talked about in the very first time that we talked about the TikTok ban, forever ago over the summer, where the guy that was interviewing the CEO of TikTok and kept asking him questions, and he was just like, "No, I'm Singaporean," and he's just like, "Is that China?" Like,
Oh yeah, had no idea what the fuck that guy was saying. Yep,
that guy.
say
He's
no
like,
more.
Is TikTok connected to Wi-Fi? And he's like, well, yeah, you have to. And he's like, you've been had. Like, fucking retard.
Yeah.
So that guy's the one who stood up and was like, no, TikTok is openly spying on us. Like,
oh my God.
fuck you. I mean, I just seen a video yesterday. I don't care. Whatever. If TikTok gets banned, whatever. I don't really care that much. It would be cool if it doesn't, because I get on there a lot, but if it does, there's nothing we can do about it. So I'm not going to get worked up. But
Yeah.
I saw a video of a guy who spent his life working in IT, and he basically said, here is everything that is fucked up with Facebook Messenger. It knows so much shit. It steals so much information, more so than any other app to ever exist in the history of smartphones.
Oh.
And
damn.
Nobody's saying anything about that.
That's weird. I didn't know that.
Oh, it's terrible. He went over everything that it steals, and I was like, Jesus. Like, I was like, keeping this on my phone feels like a crime.
Wow, that bad. Damn.
It's pretty bad, dude. I was pretty shocked at the amount of shit that it like knows.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whatever. You know what I mean? And it basically, this guy's like, if you're going to get rid of anything, get rid of that.
Yeah, how about
it? Not even regular Facebook takes as much stuff as Facebook Messenger seems to. He goes, you'll have people who get rid of Facebook because they think it's the worst app, but they'll keep Messenger because they have group chats, or that's how they stay in contact with their family members, or yada, yada, yada. But I guess it steals information upon information from every device that is in your house that is connected to the same Wi-Fi that is connected to.
Yeah,
it's fucked up. It has some kind of trickle down effect. So every connection of Wi-Fi that you have that filters through your phone that you use Messenger on, it also gets the information from every other device that's connected to that same connection. And that's just household wise. The same thing would happen if we're at work. So everybody that's at work that connects to our Wi-Fi hotspot that has Facebook Messenger, the same exact thing is happening there. So every instance of Facebook Messenger is getting information and data from every other thing that's connected to that. It's crazy.
That's wild.
It is nuts. Yeah. So we're just sharing data all over the place, and it's going who knows where.
Yeah, my buddy just put on Facebook the other day how he wants to get rid of his Facebook profile but keep Messenger. And it's just, and that's what I even said. I'm like, well, what's the point? Like, who cares? I said, and then I said, somebody said, they're like, well, I can't remember who said it. One of his friends, I think, was just like, it doesn't matter. Like disabling Facebook is not going to matter at all. Because then you got these people that are, I know people that aren't getting Amazon Prime because I'm not giving Jeff Bezos money. Well, and they want to get rid of Facebook because of this, and they're not going to do Twitter because of this guy, and now all these guys. It's like one person's not going to make a difference. Just
it's really not. And everyone's like, "Oh, I don't want Elon Musk buying TikTok." Like, why?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, did he ruin Twitter or did we ruin Twitter?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but what did he do that ruined Twitter?
I could go on and on, but I don't want to make it a thing.
Okay, well then,
Yeah.
and then
But
everyone's
he's
like, "Oh,
he's
well,
done enough. He's done
everyone
enough.
says, let's let Mr. Beast buy TikTok." Okay, like, do you? And if I remember correctly, you don't know who he is, do you?
I'm vaguely learning a little bit more and more about who he is. But
Okay,
yeah,
well,
as of a month ago, I didn't really know who he was.
he's got a valid offer in on TikTok too, and Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank has a valid offer in on TikTok.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Well, who?" Like, it's not a matter of that. Like, someone's gonna fucking ruin it eventually.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think Elon Musk is an absolute walking piece of shit, but I still have Twitter, or I guess it's called X now, because that's where I like to get my football news. I get my Steelers stuff, and the only place I can get it is from those guys that I follow on Twitter. So, no matter what you do, what you buy, you're supporting an asshole billionaire, whatever. What are you gonna do? I don't care. Like Amazon. I'm still gonna buy things from Amazon. I'm gonna still watch things on Amazon Prime. Do I think that Bezos is a piece of shit? Well, yeah, obviously. He's clearly a piece of shit. What's one person in Podunk, PA gonna matter? Fuck it. I don't care.
Yeah,
I just don't care. I'm old man shaking my shaking my fist. I don't. But then I'm not really shaking it. I just don't care.
We'll see what happens. I guess time will tell.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm on TikTok quite a bit. So yeah, it'll be weird at first to not have it, but like a lot of things, you just adapt and move on. And then a couple years, if it's not there, people will be like, "Oh, hey, you remember TikTok? Like, yeah, that was a pretty cool thing." But we got this now.
Right. And I've seen the same shit happen. Like I remember I actively was like, fuck Facebook. Facebook sucks.
Oh yeah.
And then MySpace died.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then I had no choice but to get used to Facebook.
Yep. I was a pro MySpace. I loved being able to pick you could pick your song that you could play when you go to the page, and then you had your, what was it, like top 10 friends list or whatever.
Yeah.
All this other shit. I just liked it. It was just a lot. It was very easy to work on. And
have you ever heard of Space Hey?
No.
If you go to spacehey.com, you'll get a blast from the past.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like space and then HEY, Space Hey.
Oh.
It is a remake of MySpace. Classic MySpace.
Classic. Huh.
And you can create an account and a profile just like you used to be able to.
Ah, that's great.
It's pretty wild.
Huh. Space Hey. Oh, look at that. Yep, never heard of it.
Isn't that nuts?
Wow, look at that. That does look like MySpace. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts, man. Like I haven't really dug into it, but should we make our podcast a Space Hey profile?
Sure.
Check us out on Space Hey.
Space Hey. It'll be like, what the fuck are these guys talking about?
This is the year where we take back the internet. Fuck you guys. Fuck TikTok. Find us on Space Hey.
And what's that one Dooster? Spoozer? What's that one that Marla told us to? Because she's like, what do you
Deezer.
Deezer, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but it's like Spotify.
Well, there we go.
It's like you never hear people, you know what I mean? Like my friend, I remember back in the day, I'd be like, this is where I get my music, and be like, oh, I have a subscription to Rhapsody. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Like that was like Spotify before Spotify was Spotify.
Yeah, I remember hearing of the name Rhapsody.
Yeah, and he's like, oh yeah, it's way easier. I just pay a monthly fee and I get all the music I want. And I'm like, wow. I'm just gonna keep using LimeWire. Like, and that's what I did. But like, that's what Deezer reminds me of. It's like there's more than just that. There's a shitload of them.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bunch. There's a. Oh, it's another one that's just like Spotify, but it's specifically for really super high quality music.
Oh.
All the same shit is on there, but like everything is extremely look for audio files. I'm like, I don't care that much.
No. Huh.
You know, there's the two types of people of the world. There's the Spotify people, and then there's the Apple Music people.
Yeah.
Split right down the center.
I mean, I just do Apple Music because that's what I've done. And that's what we have. I mean, I'm not like anti Spotify. I'm not going to redo everything on Spotify just to say I have it. I mean, I have it, but you know.
I mean, have you been an iPhone person since the very beginning?
No.
Okay.
I
Well,
mean, but I have been for a while, but not since like day one.
So I guess here's let me think. How long what was around whenever you first became a smartphone person? Was there a music service like Apple Music or
No.
Spotify?
No.
So by the time you came to iPhone, was
Autumn had this Apple Music had just came out or something, and then Autumn said, "I'm gonna get this thing called Apple Music. It's such and such a price, and we can get our music there." And I'm like, "Okay."
all right,
And
that's
that's it.
fair. I
That's
mean,
it.
that's how I would assume that most people became the people that they are. My Spotify account transcends my iPhone dumb. You know what I mean? I had an Android phone that had Spotify, and I just carried my account to wherever my phone went.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I just don't choose. I don't know. So the interface isn't my favorite thing.
Yeah.
Anywho,
Well,
all right.
good.
So let's do the news story since we're done with the New Hampshire whatever. This is the first news story. This is one that I actually found, and I thought, holy fuck, this seems right up our alley. So this is coming to us from IFL Science. This reminds me of you, Mitch. How's your penis? So it says, have you lost your penis? These slugs can rustle up a new one in 24 hours. But God forbid its booty call comes at the 12-hour mark. So, this is a slug that can do something with its penis. So it says sex is disposable in the most literal sense for this sea slug. I'm not even gonna try. You want to
No.
try?
Gonobrachus recticulatus.
Wow.
No.
Is it gonio?
I'd say Goniobronchus reticulatus. Colatos.
Wow.
Reticulatus.
Formerly known as the Chromodorus. See, that's way easier.
Yeah, I should have just kept it with the first one. Chromodorus
Reticulata.
reticulata. Yeah.
In 2013, it became in a 2013 study, it became the first known animal to reproduce using disposable penises. That could be one of my favorite words of all time, jettisoned. Jettisoned after mating and replaced with a new one. Imagine the fucking convenience.
Yeah. So you know what? Just keep my penis.
Just go ahead. It's yours now.
Yeah.
But the magic doesn't last.
Parting gift.
Yeah, just
If
like,
you liked it, you keep it.
She'd be like, "Did you come inside me?" Be like, "Actually, I left the whole thing in there. So we'll see you later."
You got the whole enchilada.
That's right. That's man. Crime CSI would be off the fucking chain. It would be like, we found this dude's dick inside you. Like, whoa. All right.
Yeah.
So the magic doesn't last forever. It is thought that the nudibranchs.
Yeah.
Wow. These nudibranchs have at least 2 other penises in the bank. Whoa. So they can only do it 3 times?
Well, no, I think I'm
Oh.
gonna say that it can hold 2, and then it's like a revolver. You shoot one, then the thing turns, then you just load it with another one, then you turn. You know, it's like a three holstered penis.
What the fuck? 3 holstered. Oh shit, a revolver.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so they're stored internally and are ready to be rolled out around 24 hours after its predecessors is lost. God, this is fucked up.
This is.
The animal kingdom gets quite competitive when it comes to penises. Oh, in case you didn't know.
Well, obviously. Well, that's what they always say in the animal kingdom. You animals only want to do one of two things. They either want to kill you or fuck you. That's it.
All
That's
right,
all there is.
that's
I mean,
fair.
you think about it.
Or eat
You know.
you.
Yeah.
I guess that comes with the killing.
Yeah, you kill. Yeah.
Or the fucking, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure ducks fuck dead ducks.
Yeah, why not?
I'm pretty sure they do.
Hmm.
Anyway, so the animal kingdom gets quite competitive when it comes to penises. Sprouting designs meant to scoop out any rival sperm that's still lingering in the vagina. Often this comes in the form of it's COMES comes, not CUMS.
Oh,
Often this comes
gross.
in the form of spiny looking creations. And the same is true for this curious sea slug. However,
Hmm.
being good at getting things out can also mean being at risk of getting stuck and damaged. As such, it could be that having a fresh penis to roll out in lieu of your old one is the smart way to go. If you want to lock in as many mating events as possible.
Well, obviously.
Damn, look at this sexy bastard.
Oh man. Wonder if is that the okay. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I could see people wanting to tap that.
Look at what it says. Carry yourself with the confidence of a sea slug who has at least 3 penises in the bank. That he's rich as fuck is what he is.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like when you see a family and you're like, they're rich. They don't have money, but they're rich. That's what this slug is. I can see it.
That's
He's
what that's
wealthy.
like. He is.
All right, so these slugs, quote unquote, compensate for short-term costs of decreased reproductive opportunities. Holy fuck. Compensate for the short-term cost of decreased reproductive opportunities caused by the loss of a penis with the reproductive advantage gained by sperm displacement under the severe sperm competition. Fuck.
That's
Say that
too smart for me.
Jesus Lord.
Yeah. That's above my head right there.
That's above my fucking pay grade of life. Well, who somebody was paid to say that.
Well, yeah.
Somebody was paid to be like, give me a quote. They compensate for the short. I'm not even going to read it again. All right.
No.
So wrote the study. So the study authors wrote that. Here's in addition to that quote. I'm sure it's going to be just as fun. They say, quote, they further minimize the loss of reproductive opportunities by preparing the next penis using the spiral structure to shorten the interval until the next possible copulation. Thus, the quote unquote disposable penis. Brackets, ellipses, what the fuck is that?
I don't know. I don't know why that's doing that.
Brackets, that's not even a hot link. It's just a
No.
okay.
Yeah. I'm not
Sure.
sure what that means.
And then it says provides an example where sexual selection is as important for simultaneous hermaphrodites as it is for gonochorists.
Wow.
Sure. Whatever.
I know what a hermaphrodite is, but I don't know what a gonochorist is.
Okay, that's fucking weird.
That is.
So if you're thinking that's a weird thing for males to do, I wonder what the females are up to. I was thinking exactly that.
I always think that.
Now might be a good time to point out that actually, when it comes to these sea slugs, everyone's throwing their penises away. That's because
everyone is.
Everyone, yeah.
Everyone.
When it comes to these sea slugs. That's because in a copulatory pair, both parties are simultaneous hermaphrodites, meaning that they bring box sex organs to the party. What?
Box? Shouldn't that say both?
Yeah, box sex
Because a
organs.
hermaphrodite's somebody that has both.
Yeah. They bring box sex organs to the party, inserting their penis into the other's vagina and being on the receiving end of theirs. Once the deed is done, both ditch their penises and move on. What?
Yeah,
Okay.
this is getting really confusing now.
They're getting really weird.
I just want their penises to fall off and grow a new one, and then let's move on.
So shedding body parts might seem extreme, but there are sea slugs out there that take this anatomical party trick to a whole new level. Rather than replacing parts, they self-decapitate, leaving only a head that remarkably lives on for a few days without a body before sprouting a brand new one. Jesus.
Are they talking a head or like talking the head of the penis?
No, I'm talking like this is a whole separate slug that just gets rid of its head and then grows a new body.
Oh, whoa. Yeah, you're right. Okay, there are sea slugs. Okay.
That would be a party trick I'd like to see.
Yeah, like watch me. I'm taking my dick out and replacing it. Like, yeah, well, watch this.
Like my shoulder hurts. Boom, pop off your whole fucking head and be like, I'll see you in a couple weeks, bro. Brand new body.
Holy hell.
So a highly covetable skill when you reach the sober conclusion of a very merry festive period. What the fuck kind of end is that?
Yeah, they got kind of Christmassy at the end for some reason.
This article was published January 6th, though. So
Yeah.
anyway, Rachel Funnel wrote that, but it was edited by Francesca Benson. Ooh.
Oh, I've heard Francesca can be quite the editor. Oh,
God. All right.
that is wild. So
That
them
was
old
pretty
them
wild.
old sea slugs just got two in the chamber there just for a rainy day.
It reminds me of the skunks. Skunks have like stink pellets in their body that they can grow back. They only have a few, if they use them all,
Mm-hmm.
then they have to wait and grow them back.
Ah, no shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So that one was about slugs and penises. The next one, somehow Amanda says is related. We're gonna find out how.
Yeah, it's a story by our friends at the UPI. I don't know. What did we decide that was short for? I don't remember.
We looked it up.
We
United
did.
Press International.
There it is. So this is written on October 27th of 23, and it's all by Ben Hooper. I think Ben Hooper did the last one that we read.
Sure did.
Yep. He's got some articles out the ass here. So, speaking of out the ass, the title of the story: Thrift Store asks people to stop donating used and unused sex toys.
Ugh. As they say on our favorite podcast, those are your sex toys,
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah, once they come to your house, they're yours. Whether you opened them up or not, they are yours to keep. And I love the picture of the article, and it's got like a fun little dollhouse and some dolls.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Let's see the caption below, it says the Bernardo's thrift store in Swansea, Wales is asking locals to donate children's toys and refrain from donating used and unused adult toys. So having a visual, you got to have a visual as to what they want. They're like, we want these. We don't want, the ass blaster that you're gonna, bring in here. So, let's see. A charity-run thrift store in Wales is asking supporters to stop donating their used and unused sex toys. Once again, the Bernardo store in Gorsinon, Swansea, which is which supports the Bernardo's Children's Charity, issued a statement asking donors to be careful of what they bring to the store. Here we go. Then this statement reads, could those of you who kindly donate please be mindful that we are a children's charity, and as such, we have a range of ages on our wonderful volunteer team. We therefore ask that you refrain from donating your used and unused marital aids. We would like to remind you that the branch has CCTV so that these items can be traced back to their owners. Thank you.
God.
We caught you on camera bringing in your 5 dildos. A representative for the charity store said the statement came after some recent inappropriate donations. We're always hugely appreciative of donations from the community, but it's fair to say that these items aren't quite the sort of toys we're looking for. Well, obviously, the representative said the store is particularly in need of donations of clothing and children's toys. That's it. That's all. That's all the story says. So,
I mean,
I
when
mean,
we're gathering things up for Goodwill, right? I always say to my wife, like, my mindset usually is like, well,
don't
I
put the
hate to
dildos
see.
in there. Is that what you
No,
say? Damn. Oh, you don't. Okay.
I usually say no matter what the item is, it's like I hate to see this go unused. You know what I mean? Like this is still usable. So that's where my head goes. Now, why would you be holding dildos and be like, this
yeah.
somebody could use this? Like
Yeah. And
that's
I don't think
fucked up.
Wales is that big of a I don't think Wales is like a super heavily populated area. So that must be one area that does not get laid a lot. Let's see. Wales in general. Trying to see what population. 'Cause I'm just doing like just Wales. Not even so much Swansea. I guess population of Wales is 3 million.
Oh, okay.
That's not for the amount of people in Wales sounds like the amount of dildos that they're getting. It seems a little I don't know. What was the name of that called? Swansea. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Swansea's whale population. 241,000 people live in Swansea, Wales.
That's a fucking lot.
Eh. Yeah. Not big enough that they should be dropping off, that there should be like a treasure chest of dildos and stuff, I guess.
I mean, that's fair.
I mean, 241,000, that's really I don't know. Let's see what state colleges. I'm going to try to get okay, state college is 40,000. What about let's see what's Harrisburg? Harrisburg population. Oh, come on. I just want a rough estimate here, bitch. Because it's saying, oh, it's not. Oh. Okay, so I guess yeah, maybe I am lowballing or highballing. Am I lowballing or highballing? I guess 240,000 people are more than I thought.
It's not that you're.
Yeah, Harrisburg says about 50,000. So
Okay.
I guess Swansea's pretty heavily populated. So never mind. But
People,
I mean,
people are gonna, they're gonna fucking masturbate no matter where you're at.
Well, that's true, but at what point do you realize you're done with it? That's what I want. At what point do you think?
When you move on to bigger and better things, brother.
I guess, yeah. Where the battery, the battery wears out. Maybe it's got like a internal battery. I don't know. I don't know how any of those really work. Like, I'm sure some of them you have to put like AA batteries in, and some of them are probably like D batteries. What would be embarrassing are the solar powered ones.
Well, yeah, the rechargeable ones.
Yeah. It's like,
we have a very finite amount of space in our home that you use to recharge your shit.
Yeah. I think Autumn's got a couple watches that are like solar power, so she'll sit them out on the porch so that they'll charge. Maybe if we get get a couple dildos out there. Like, what do you do? Hey, they got to charge. Yeah.
Man, that's fucking crazy.
So come on, guys in Wales. Just keep them. Throw them out. Yeah, because once they're yours, they're yours. You're not returning them for any reason, whether it's structural damage or anything.
That is your dildo, they say.
Yep.
All right, listen up, you filthy animals. It's time to stop half-assing your hygiene. You're still using toilet paper in 2025. You're basically smearing shit all over and calling it clean. Enter the A121 hot and cold water bidet attachment.
That's right. This bad boy isn't just a game changer, it's a life changer. It's got dual nozzles, one for your standard ass blasting and one for, let's just say, a more delicate rinse for the ladies.
And let me ask you something. If you got shit on your hands, are you gonna use soap and water to clean it, or are you just gonna wipe it off with a dry ass paper towel and call it a day?
Exactly. You'd scrub the hell out of your hands, right? So why are you treating your butt like it's second class? Step up and show your backside some respect.
And we're not talking about just some cold water punishment here. Oh no. This baby's got hot and cold water control. You want a gentle tropical breeze on your butt or a fire hose of redemption? Your call.
Plus, it's self-cleaning. That's right. This bidet cleans itself, unlike your crusty ex who couldn't even pick up their dirty socks.
Installation? Easy as hell. If you can plug in a toaster or screw in a light bulb, you can slap this thing on your toilet and elevate your ass game in minutes.
And let's be real, your ass deserves this. You wouldn't clean your car with a dirty rag, so why are you treating your starfish like a gas station windshield?
Get the A121 hot and cold water bidet attachment now through our Amazon affiliate link. You can find that on our social medias. Clean your ass, change your life, and maybe, just maybe, you'll finally be worthy of that throne that you've been sitting on.
Seriously, your ass will thank you. Your underwear will thank you. And if you're lucky, your partner might even thank you.
Well, now that we're talking about sex toys, let's go on to these food phrases.
Oh,
my part. I don't know where the fuck we left off at.
I know, and I even said where we were gonna stop, and I would remember it.
Use your noodle. I think it's use your noodle.
See, did finger looking good, comfort food. I think you might be right. Spill the beans. I remember talking about spilling the beans and breaking bread. Wait, did we talk about breaking bread?
I don't know.
Damn it.
We definitely talked about bring home the bacon.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's just.
I mean, yeah. Well, okay, because I don't even remember bite to eat.
I don't either.
I don't remember this. I don't remember this chick holding this. Looks like a chintzy ass Burger King burger.
I mean, it looks pretty good,
meat.
actually.
It does look good, but it's not very big. Yeah. So this doesn't sound, because this one isn't incomprehensible. To grab a bite to eat is to get food with someone. You're biting food and eating it. It's pretty literal. However, it's a little more specific than you might have initially thought, sometimes shortened to a bite. This food phrase refers to eating a quick meal. I'm going to go grab a bite. Yeah. The idea of quick eating got popular in the 20th century as fast food gained traction. This caused food phrases like these to take off as well. Yeah, I do not remember that one. But I do remember talking about, we must have stopped at bringing home the bacon.
Yeah, maybe.
We had to have, because like I said, bite to eat does not sound familiar. And spill the beans, I don't remember reading this one.
All right, well, I'll read it. Spilling the beans refers to revealing a secret. It has a more negative connotation and is used to talk about people that can't keep a secret. The phrase isn't as new as the previous one. According to dictionary.com, it's been around since the 19th century, though it has origins in the 16th century. It took a while for the beans to enter the equation. Spill, however, has been used as a word to refer to divulging secrets and things for centuries.
Oh
That's
my
cool.
God. Not to change the subject, but I just got on Twitter to that actual names thing that I found.
Oh, yes. I can't wait.
Oh my God. This one just came up. This was from a Texas birth certificate somewhere between 1903 to 1936.
Hit me.
Katie Bear Tits.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my God. We should do one. I should do one of these a day.
Actual names. I mean,
Yeah.
is it something that's perpetual? Like
What do you mean?
They post things often?
Oh my God. I've gotten 4 in the last hour. I've gotten,
Oh, perfect.
Dick Seaman, Stinko Warrior, Bosom Dicks, Harry or Hoary Banger, and Death Knocks.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to find a town. Oh my God, some of these names. Geo Telephone, 1920. High Wapple. Because it does like I said, it's usually names, but sometimes it'll throw a town at there. Nap, I got nothing with
That's okay. So that's what we're gonna do for one of our next episodes is actual like fucked up names for people and things.
Yep.
And then and then after that maybe we can keep it going and we'll do like one of these every episode
Hell yeah.
or a few every episode that you
Oh
discovered.
my
So
God.
keep
Some
keep
of
a
these.
either keep a screenshot or keep a little note in your notepad going of the fucking funniest ones you find of the week.
Yeah. Oh, here's Pauline Cocksacker.
It reminds me we were gonna do one about birds. You remember that about a year ago?
Oh my God, that's right. And we never
did do it.
Because what was that? What was because we were making fun of one of the birds' names.
Yeah, it's like blue-chested titmouse or something. But I was laughing the other day at work. I was reading Facebook and it was a post of this kid and he's just like, I saw this cool bird and I wanted to look up what it was called. And the bird was like yellow and black. It had a yellow head and a black body.
Uh-huh.
And he said, I wanted to look up what it was called. He looked it up and it was just called a yellow-headed blackbird. I was like, holy fuck. That made me laugh so goddamn hard.
I like it's like a really quick little video where a guy's walking and he can hear a bird chirping. And he's like, oh, I wonder if he's like, is that a mockingbird? And then it shows a picture of the bird. And he's looking at him going, oh, is that a mockingbird? And then it cuts back to the dude, and he's all like sad and shit.
I fucking forgot about that.
It looks like it's pretty old, but oh my God, because is that a mockingbird? He's like, is that a mockingbird?
I always laugh really hard at the guy. It's like a park ranger, and he goes, hey, look, it's Bigfoot. And Bigfoot turns around and goes, hey, look, it's Tiny Wiener.
I've never seen that.
Oh, man, it's funny as shit.
Oh my God.
Hey, look, it's Tiny Wiener.
Oh. That's
Shit.
great. All right. Back on track here, people. Let's go. All right. So, okay. See, we already talked about breaking bread. The concept of bonding over a meal, in parentheses, which is what breaking bread refers to, is as old as humans. How old is the phrase, though? Well, it's not as old as the concept, but it's still old. A version of it can be found multiple times in the New Testament, per dictionary.com. But you don't have to put that in parentheses. Just write it's in the New Testament, per dictionary.com. In that context, it refers to giving food as well as the act of receiving communion in church. There's also a 12th century hymn that uses the phrase.
Hymn? Oh, like a hymn.
Hymn. Yeah, like
a
song,
church hymn.
Yeah. Hymnals. Hymnonyms.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Breaking bread. So, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. I've never liked that term.
It's weird, yeah.
It is weird.
Let's break bread.
Yeah. Go break bread. No, just don't do that.
All right. The next one, in a pickle. I never even thought about what this meant, but in a pickle refers to being stuck in a difficult situation. We're fine with the phrase, but why do pickles have to be associated with difficulty? Well, pickles are made with a mixture of spices and vinegar. To be in a pickle, it is to be disoriented like the pickling mix. What? That's not where I thought this was going. I thought they were going to say it was hard to get pickles out of a jar.
Yeah.
Wow. So to be disoriented. So it's not even close
No.
to meaning that.
So it's just like being stuck in spice and vinegar.
What? So I don't know if I like
that's
this.
what a pickle mix is. Yeah, that's weird.
To be, so it means to be disoriented.
Well, look at who's responsible for it.
Oh,
The
this
next
fucking
paragraph.
moron.
Yeah.
According to Phrase Finder, the Phrase Finder. Okay. According to the Phrase Finder, the phrase was first used by none other than William Shakespeare. Good old Bill Shakespeare.
Bill Shakespeare.
Specifically, he used it in his 1610 play, The Tempest. Again, I will say I'll die on this hill. Shakespeare was a fucking moron.
Yeah.
All right, interesting.
No arguments here.
Jeez.
All right, so next one, use your noodle. First time I ever heard this term was obviously Seinfeld. But it was the way Kramer said it because he was trying to think of something. He's like, I'm going to go noodle on this. And then he heard about, then it says to use your noodle. It's so go here. It says it's use your brain. Is this because your brain kind of looks like a lump of wet noodles? In parentheses, if you squint, huh? Fuck you. Like, I love that in this art of it has not really. According to the Christian Science Monitor, this phrase was used to call people stupid, likening their brain to a wet noodle. Nowadays, it has the opposite meaning. It can be used to mock people for not thinking. Come on, use your noodle, but it's not the only meaning.
So is this to say that your brain is all one? Is your brain one piece, one long strand?
I don't think. I think it's just curved. I think it just has that look of it. It's not like your intestines that you can just pull and pull and pull. I think your brain is, even though it looks like it would have like ropey structures, it's not. Because you actually have to cut it to dissect it. Yeah.
Right, but like they would want. I mean, I feel like maybe you're right.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen a human brain before.
Where?
School, college.
Yeah.
Yep.
What did you major in college?
Physical therapy.
Really?
I actually went for the assistant program at Penn State Dubois.
Nice. Is that what you wanted to go there for? Or
yeah, initially that's what I wanted, and then by the time it was a big demand for them in 1996, but then by 1999 there really wasn't a demand for them, and then I couldn't pass my state boards anyway, so it just wasn't meant to be. But yeah, I've seen brains. I dissected cats. That was fucking weird.
I bet it was.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, I got to see it. Yeah, I don't remember what the hell the professor's name was, but she had a human brain all like in the jar and the shit and stuff. Yeah. Whatever that's called. That you can put it in, that it preserves it. Yeah. Yeah.
Fascinating.
It is a little bit.
You're correct, though. It is. I looked it up. It is not one long strand.
Yeah. Even though, like I said, if you just look at it, it kind of looks like it would be, but 'tis not.
Interesting.
And don't they talk about if someone's bad in bed, they call them like they just laid there like a noodle? Have you ever heard that term? Like if they're not like kinky or anything, they're like, she just laid there like a noodle or like a wet noodle. Did you ever hear that term?
I mean, I've heard that wet noodle, but I don't.
Is that, or did they just say laid there like
in sex?
Coital. Let's see, noodle coitus talk. I don't know if that Noodle Talk. There's actually a YouTube channel called Noodle Talk. Got 90 followers. I don't know. I don't really want to look it up. But I always thought that was if somebody's like you said, not like adventurous in the sack, they call them that they just lay there like a noodle. I
Interesting.
don't know.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't know either.
So
We're
the
doing
next
a lot
one,
of noodle talk. Yeah, let's move on
right?
because it's
We're changing the name of our podcast to Noodle Talk.
noodle talk.
Fuck that YouTube channel. We'll get more. All right. Crying over spilt milk. I say this all the time. When you cry
Yeah.
over spilled milk, you're upset about things that have already happened and are irreversible. Is that really what that means?
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like I would use this in terms of like crying about something that's like simple.
Maybe, but this is the only way that I ever heard it be in reference to. Well, it was something that it's done, it's over,
I
it's
thought this was crocodile tears. Wait a minute. What's crocodile tears?
crocodile tears. I thought that's like fake crying, like pretending that you're really upset, but you're not. Like it's like you're putting on a show for somebody, being like, "Oh, look at that." He's, like you're gonna pretend that you're crying, that you're upset about something, but in all honesty, you're not, and you can't even bring up, you know, tears. Usually, that's what fake crying is. Some people can produce real tears, but that's the way I
Interesting.
always
So,
understood it. Yeah.
yeah, I would always say this to my mom because she would get just so pissed about any kind of if any kind of mess that was made, no matter what it was, she would get infuriated. And I'd be like, I would tell her like, "You're crying over spilt milk. Like, what the fuck is the problem here?" Like, almost literally and figuratively, I'd be like, all I did was drip a little bit of water on the floor."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And she would freak out. I'm like, "Bro, what is your deal?" Like,
Wow.
so that's what I.
Yeah. That could still somewhat fit into there.
Huh.
You know what you're saying. It's like, yeah, making a big deal out of nothing. So I guess that could fall into this too. Yeah,
Interesting.
it
Anyway,
is.
so James Howell, an English writer, included an earlier version of the phrase in his book of Proverbs. Back then, it was "no weeping for shed milk." Huh. Let's shed milk. Okay, so the wording is a little outdated, but the point still stands, and the milk is still included. All right, here we
Yeah.
go. The phrase that started it all. Fuck, those look
Yep.
delicious.
Oh, they do. So it's
Jeez.
yeah. Yep. Sell like hotcakes, and that's what I said to Deej. And then I immediately was like, "What the fuck does that even mean?" So let's go into that, shall we? So it says, when products are selling like hotcakes, they're flying off the shelves. I knew that. People just can't stop buying them. What's a hotcake and why did people love them so much? According to The Independent, hotcakes are a simple cornmeal pancake. And as you've probably guessed, they used to be super popular, especially in the 1800s. In fact, they were such a fixture at church bake sales. People used to jump at the chance to buy them before they went cold. Yeah, there's nothing worse than a cold pancake.
I can think of 45 things that are worse than a cold pancake.
I can think of about 228. I don't know. I hate once the pancake goes, and you don't have a lot of time till it gets
You're right.
cold.
Now,
You got to hurry.
I would argue this, and this is fucked up. It's not going to make any sense. Maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody like normal people, but since you are not a coffee drinker, this might not make sense to you. But
Right.
I like cold coffee. I like iced coffee, right?
Right.
I like hot coffee.
Mm-hmm.
But if I leave my hot coffee out too long and I take a sip of it and it's cold, it's fucking gross.
I've heard this.
Right? But I'll drink cold coffee.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to drink warm iced coffee. Like if I leave it in the car, and I'm not going to be like, "Ooh, look, ooh," you know what I mean? It's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, that is weird.
But like, it's
But
not
I
like
get it.
I will drink iced coffee immediately after I drank a hot coffee and be completely content with that. But leaving that hot coffee out too long, I can't just like go, oh, let me go grab an ice cube and make it ice. It's just it tastes weird.
All right. I got
It's very
you.
strange. So.
Yeah. That's okay. Yeah.
All right.
I got nothing to odd to I mean, I can't say one way or the other anyway about it. So, yeah.
Well, it's like cold, hot soda. You're not going to go drink a hot soda, but hot soda is not a real thing. So,
No, it is not.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
All right. So the next one is go bananas. I've always wondered about
Hey.
this. To put it simply, to go bananas is to go crazy. In more specific terms, it is most often used when somebody is angry or excitable. You might assume that this is directly related to apes freaking out when they see a banana. This is not entirely inaccurate, though people have other theories. One theory posed that the English language and usage forum suggested that it originates with bananas' bent shape. Bent was used as slang for dishonest. What? How the fuck does that have any correlation at all?
No, that makes no sense. Because being dishonest has nothing to do.
That's dumb.
That is very dumb. I don't like that one. I don't like that explanation at all.
No. So I mean, I've heard of someone saying like get bent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That has no correlation whatsoever. No.
No, that's a stupid one. I'm very disappointed in that.
Yeah, that pisses me off.
Yeah.
Hit him with the
hopefully Tough Cookie will be better.
Yeah.
So if you've ever been called a tough cookie, take it as a compliment. It meant that you're perseverant, durable, and can get through anything. This might strike you as a little odd, though. Okay, tough makes sense, but cookie? Aren't chewy cookies a lot more popular than tough ones? Well, it's got nothing to do with popularity. It's theorized that the phrase popped up around the 1920s and 30s in America when men called women cookies. So it's more of a woman thing. So you're a tough cookie. So that's meant for. So a tough cookie is like a tough woman.
I mean,
right?
To be perfectly fair, yes. And I don't know if I've ever one time said he's a tough cookie ever.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think I've ever said that either. It's always been she's a tough cookie.
Yeah. So what the fuck? How we didn't even know that?
No.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Now this next one, that's weird that it's spelled weird.
You didn't know that?
I did not know this.
Yeah, so whet your appetite. I actually did know that it was spelled that way, but I don't know the reason. So this one is more confusing. It's one of the more confusing food phrases and is often misused. So let's unpack it. Wet, a medieval word that is very different from wet, W-E-T. So wet, W-H-E-T, is a medieval word and is very different from wet, W-E-T. Per Merriam-Webster, the two words are often mistakenly used interchangeably when they have opposite meanings. To wet is to sharpen. So that's W-H-E-T, wet, to sharpen, literally and figuratively, not to quench. Wet, W-H-E-T, is a verb that is used to refer to weapon sharpening. So when something whets your appetite, it means it is increased, not satisfied.
Well, that makes a hell of a lot more sense than, because I always thought it was wet, as in like moist, like wetting, like get your appetite all nice and.
Somewhere over the weekend,
moist.
our producer Amanda is cringing, wincing as we speak.
Moist. I have no problem saying that word. Great. It's a great word. Moisten your appetite. All right. So, you are what you eat. Boy, that lady is happy to be eating an apple and some lettuce, it looks like.
She's got some nice teeth.
She does have some very nice teeth.
Here's the
eyebrows, though. She's got some gigantic eyebrows.
She does.
I ran caterpillars.
I ran into my dentist over the weekend.
Okay.
And something I've never seen, like very rarely do I see this guy without PPE on.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? He usually has a mask because he's right in front of my face.
Yeah.
Like I don't see him in public. I ran into him and I was like, I know this guy. How do I know this guy? And he says, how's it going, David? And I was like, oh, it's my dentist. Like, just by the way he said that. And man, he had the nicest teeth. And I get it. He's a dentist, okay?
Yeah.
But like, who's his dentist?
Yeah.
Because
who
like
do dentists go to?
Yeah, like that guy, bang up job. Like there's no way
Yeah.
he's just doing his own work in the mirror.
He might.
I'm
You
sure
never know.
I'm sure he's pretty great at upkeep.
Yeah.
And I'm sure his family, you know what I mean?
Ask him next time you see him, say, who do you go to? Who's your dentist?
Yeah, I want to know because his smile was exceptional.
Huh.
And I was like, damn, bro, like you fucking figured it out.
Yeah. Well,
but it feels like he's got a lot of time in them.
Right. Well, I mean, that's his life. I mean, you
That's
don't really
true.
want him to smile and be all brown and gangly and
You're like, I'm a dentist. You'd be like, oh,
yeah,
shit.
big old
Yeah, but
snaggle tooth hanging out.
That's just it. Like, if my doctor called in sick, I wouldn't be like, all right, you motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be like, you've been had, son of a bitch. Because my doctor's told me I'm sick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I always love the doctors that would tell you need to lose weight, but yet they're sitting there and they're like 300 pounds. It's like, wait a minute.
This is hypocrisy in its point.
There was a doctor that said that to my stepdad. And I think it was my stepdad or it was somebody. And he's like, you need to look at yourself in the mirror there, buddy. You know, because it was one of the local doctors that was a rather large human being. And he's like, you got no room to tell me I need to lose weight. Might have been my pap. That he said. But my pap was always really skinny, though. I don't remember where I heard the story.
Yeah, I mean, that's the pot calling the kettle black there, huh?
It is.
That's funny. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I never really thought about it. It's like a hair, like a barber doesn't barb his own hair.
You sure about that?
I'm not sure about that.
I mean, I'm not either. I mean, I would assume, because how would you get the back of your hair? How, so, I mean, I agree with you.
I mean, I can shave my head.
Yeah.
But I'm not a barber.
Yeah.
On my head?
On my head. I just saw that popped up the other day. It still cracked me up.
Fucking with me? I love the way he delivers that line.
It's the funniest thing. It's just like somebody drop you on your head. On my head? Well, yeah, they wouldn't drop you on someone else's head.
Are you fucking with me? Jesus.
Oh,
but yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
I said, I'd say I'm like 97% sure that a barber's got to go to somebody else to get their hair done, but I'm not 100% sure.
I mean, they'd have to if you want it styled nicely. Like,
yeah, they would have to.
I'm sure they probably can work magic.
Yeah,
on themselves, but at the same time, like sometimes you got to admit defeat and be like, all right, I guess I got to go somewhere. Like a doctor can't write their own prescriptions, like
right.
That's illegal.
Yeah. Yep.
Anyway, so this you are what you. Oh, this is you.
This is me because we got the happy salad eating lady. Let's see. This is pretty literal food phrase, and there's some truth to it too. It means that the kind of food you consume can directly impact your well-being. While the saying might seem recent, it has a pretty extensive history. According to the Phrase Finder, I'd like to know these people. A version of it was first used in 19th century France. It was also used in Germany around the same time, though the wording was different. Americans caught to the idea and the idiom in the 1930s.
Damn.
Like I'd love to know who the Phrase Finder is.
What makes you think it's a person?
I don't. Well, I guess I shouldn't have said it like that.
His entire time, you just like this guy. He fucking.
It's like, who are you? Hey, just call me the phrase finder.
It's just one guy.
Yeah.
One person, I mean, the phrase
Uh,
finder. It sounds like a fucking superhero.
So it's here's a website, phrase finder. It's phrases.org.uk. 2,500 English idioms, phrases, and proverbs that we use every day with the meanings and origins explained. You got
Wow.
proverbs, American expressions, phrases coined by Shakespeare, nautical phrases, phrases from the Bible, categories of phrases. So I'll say these sons of bitches. How about that?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, here's one that says heavens to Murgatroyd.
What?
Yeah. A stylized exclamation of surprise, similar to heavens to Betsy. Heavens to Murgatroyd is American in origin and dates from the mid 20th century. Yeah, it's from that the cartoon character. They
What?
must do like a phrase of the day. Like if you
What
go to their
cartoon
website.
character?
Oh, what the hell was his name? Not oh, he was like a pink fox looking motherfucker. Oh, oh no, why can't I think of his name? It wasn't was it shit. Well, I'll just Google. Cause he go heavens to Murgatroyd. He said it, he talked weird. It is by Snagglepuss. Because he kind of looked like the Pink Panther. But yeah, the way he talked though, it was always right here. You just go to
Oh, just today I learned that Mitch can do a pretty good Snagglepuss.
Did you hear it?
No, do it again.
I'm gonna turn the volume up. Did it go through?
It did not go through.
Just type in heavens to Murgatroyd.
On Google?
Yeah, on the Googles. And then it'll take, or you can even go right to YouTube and just type in heavens to Murgatroyd. I guess I could have sent it to you.
Here we go. I got it. What the fuck does that even mean? Like,
It means
is
like heavens to
Murgatroyd?
Betsy. Oh, who knows? This was a cartoon in the 50s. These guys were popped up on all sorts of weird things, so. Or
I
60s.
guess Yogi Bear used to say it too.
Oh, really?
I guess.
Oh, I don't even remember Snagglepuss saying it.
Snagglepuss.
Snagglepuss.
Just such a fucked up name, dude.
Was I think he was a Hanna-Barbera character.
Oh yeah, they all were.
Yeah. Well, there was a Hanna-Barbera characters, and then there was like the competition. I don't remember who. Or no, I guess Hanna-Barbera was the competition to Looney Tunes and shit. I think
Really?
That's how I assumed it was. Because they were popular around the same time as Looney Tunes and Mickey Mouse and all them.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there is a lot.
Jay Ward, D. Patate, Freylong, and
like Captain Caveman. Captain Caveman was big into the Hanna-Barbera, and you had a lot of characters. So, sorry to go off track there.
No, it's what we do.
It is what we do. So I'm not sorry.
Snagglepuss, dude. That fucking cracked me up. All right. The next one here is put all your eggs in one basket. Have your parents or grandparents ever told you not to put all your eggs in one basket? Unlike the previous phrase, which was what we just talked about, you are what you eat. This one is a warning. If you put all your eggs in one basket and drop it, they'll all break. Metaphorically, it stresses the importance of backup plans so you don't lose everything. According to the Colorado Springs Gazette, fucking wild name drop. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. It's like, okay. This is what these types of articles. Why are we name dropping that?
They must know somebody there.
It's just weird.
Yeah, but there's a very odd.
It's like out of nowhere. According to the Colorado Springs Gazette, okay. It'd be like if they said, according to the Clearfield Progress, we're like, whoa, what the fuck? Okay. The phrase was first used by Don Quixote. Is that how you say this guy's name?
No, Don Quixote.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don Quixote. So the X is silent.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yep.
One of these days we're gonna do a phrase. We're gonna do something about silent letters because
Yeah.
that's a fucked up
silent
thing.
letters are awful.
Yeah. Back then, I don't know,
Cervantes.
Cervantes. These people, they swapped put for venture, quote unquote, meaning what? But the meaning is the same. Okay, that
I don't understand that sentence. So Colorado Springs Gazette is fucking morons. Maybe that's why they name dropped them, because they knew that this sentence make no sense.
like, okay, Colorado Springs Gazette, we'll put it in there, but it doesn't make any fucking sense.
As they make the jerk off motion, as they're like, "Yep, we're gonna put this in here for you."
Be like, oh, put all your eggs in one basket. Be like, anybody here remember Don Quixote? Like, back then, the Cervantes put venture or swapped out put for venture. They're like, okay, we'll put it in.
So they're saying that the Don Quixote says, "Venture all your eggs in one basket."
I guess.
The Cervantes swapped put for venture, but the meaning is the same. So they're saying, "Venture all your eggs in." Stupid. I'm not even going on about that. That's dumb.
Yes, that is dumb.
Oh, the next one, simmer down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
When you tell someone to simmer down, you're asking them to calm themselves. This might seem counterintuitive. After all, isn't simmering a sign of heat? Well, yes, but the phrase actually isn't that strange. According to the online etymology dictionary, to simmer down was to reduce a boil to a simmer. You're naming. See, isn't that one thing that they always say? You can't do a definition of a word and have that word in there. So they're saying to simmer down was to reduce a boil to a simmer. Well, that you're still not. The phrase was actually used in cookbooks dating back to the early 19th century. It started to be used figuratively circa 1848.
Oh,
Relatively
I love a good
soon.
circa.
You like a good circa?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I always remember when somebody in school, they'd be like, "Give us the definition for this word," and then you would say it, and they'd be like, "You can't use the word that you're defining in the word of the definition, or or however to say it. You can't use the word because you're not accomplishing anything."
Right. Yeah, like
So it should have just said. The online etymology dictionary said to simmer down was to reduce the boil. Don't add to a simmer. Just reduce it.
reduce. Yeah, that is dumb.
That is dumb.
Sometimes articles, man, I don't get it. All right, the next one, cream of the crop. I love this one. The cream of the crop is the absolute best, or as I would say, in the big leagues, top tier. Right? Mitch's favorite thing that I say.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is the absolute best of the best. It can be used to refer to places, basically any noun, but it often refers to people, which is also a noun. It is an English version of the French la crème de la crème, right?
Oh, I do like saying that.
Yeah.
I don't, but that's all right.
It's good too. Which you might have heard before. Cream is the richest part of milk, sitting at the top. This has to do, or what does this have to do with crops? Is anyone's guess? All right, perfect. Yeah.
At least they're honest, and they're just like we don't know.
Yeah.
It's like why does that say that? I don't know. It just does.
That's the thing that I've learned when I did what came up. I did a lot of language, in which we never, dove into some of the earlier stuff that I did, but like figuring out why we say "ope" whenever you go around the corner. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Might have done.
I've done that so many times.
Yeah, but
Sorry, I
like,
was in mid yawn there.
no, you're good. The reason for it ends up just being fucking stupid because we're just morons as a society. Like we dumb things down on purpose because it's easier.
Yeah.
Which is where things come across. Like to say cream of the crop is a lot easier to say creme de la creme.
Man.
But crop, who the fuck knows? Like it could just be whatever. Like could have just been one guy, one farmer, be like, this is the cream of the crop. And then it just takes off.
Right.
Yeah,
because it doesn't sound as catchy saying it's the cream of the cream.
Maybe you're meant to say this is the cream of whatever noun that you're talking about. This is the cream of the, well, you don't want to say this is the cream of my friends. Like this is, hey guys, this is Mitch, the cream of my friends.
They call him sea slug.
Of all my friends, this is the cream.
Yeah. But I mean, you think, la creme de la creme, that's what they're basically saying is the cream of the cream.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just going to start saying. Like this here, this is the cream of the cream.
I'm just going to say this is the cream of whatever we're doing.
Okay.
We're the cream of the podcasts.
There's a old WWF thing. Randy Macho Man Savage does this whole big thing before a match. And he's talking about being the cream of the crop. And he's literally has a little container of cream. And he's walking around. And if you ever want to get a good chuckle of just like 80s cocaine use and everything, just watch that. Because that was definitely a steroidal cocaine induced promo that Macho Man does.
Macho Man was a fucking spaz.
The biggest spaz was Ultimate Warrior because he made 0 sense. At least Macho Man made some sense, but he was those two were nuts. Absolutely. I loved Macho Man. Absolutely,
me too.
Loved him.
He was the nuts. Video of him saying a cup of coffee in the big time. I love that video because it's so fucking random. Yeah. Like at the end of the video when he puts his hand up in the air and he goes, wow, man, freak out. Like, what the fuck? What are you doing?
Oh, god damn, those guys are great.
Cup of coffee in the big time. Like, cup of coffee, man. All right.
All right.
The next thing, go ahead. Hit him.
The icing on the cake. Everyone knows that a good icing complements a cake. It's the number one rule of easy cake decorating. Naturally, the icing on the cake enhances a situation. It can be used in a more straightforward, positive way or in a sarcastic tone. This is one of those simple food phrases that's easy to parse. Parse? Parsey?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. While the historical timeline is wonky and hard to pin down, it was definitely used after 1769. This is when icing cake became common, per Ginger Software. Wonder if that's her name. Is that her name, Ginger Software?
Check your list. Not to mention it's in parentheses.
It's in parentheses. I just fuck off with parentheses.
That right there.
Of icing on the cake. Izzy made a cake yesterday, and she made her own icing. Oh, top notch.
Was it the cream of the cake?
It was. I'm telling you, it was cream of the cream. That icing.
Cream of the cream. So so that right there, in parentheses, per Ginger Software. I think that is her fucking. What is that? It's capitalized.
It's the front. I mean, it could be. Let's see. Let me Google this. Ginger Software.
English.
It's a website.
Wow.
Write with confidence with Ginger, the AI-powered writing assistant.
Okay.
Yeah. Ginger
Interest-
goes beyond spelling and grammar. It takes into account full sentences to suggest context. Yes, it's like an AI thing, Ginger software.
All right. Wow.
Yeah.
Icing on the cake became common after 1769, of course.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like that one. I mean, did we really need to read that one?
I mean, do we really need to read any of these?
True. No, we don't. All right.
I mean, some of these are good, like sweeten the deal, like this next one.
Yeah, sweeten the deal. To sweeten the deal is to make the deal even better and more, one of my other favorite words, tantalizing. According to vocabulary.com, why isn't that in parentheses?
Yeah, what? Yeah.
This phrase actually originated in poker games. Ooh. During the poker game, it is sometimes more specifically rephrased to sweeten the pot.
Mm-hmm.
This is when the players wager more money, enticing others to play on. That's probably why people use this phrase in regard to financial deals. You can use it for other things, but it is more common when talking about money. All
That's
right.
true. That is true. Sweeten the deal.
Oh, we got more parentheses in this one.
Yeah, bread and butter. All right. I've never heard. Okay, your quote unquote bread and butter is your livelihood. It's not just your job, your sole source of income. Without it, well, you couldn't purchase bread and butter. The phrase can be traced back to medieval Europe. Back in the day, bread and butter was often all your average peasants could afford per learning English. Even though it's used to have more literal meaning, it's essentially the same as the figurative. You can't survive without your bread and butter. Okay. I don't know.
That means let's move on.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a weird one. This one, a hard nut to crack. Obviously, this is pretty on the nose, I'd say, but a hard nut to crack can refer to a person or a situation, but the basic meaning remains the same. It refers to something that is difficult to solve. I'm not reading the rest. That's all you need to know.
Well, Benjamin Franklin had something to do with it too. Old Benny.
Are you sure it's Ben Franklin?
Right there. It says,
Oh,
while
yeah.
we're not sure of his, Benjamin Franklin wrote it in his 1745 letter.
He was writing to his lesser known brother, John.
Yeah, good old Johnny Franklin. That guy was a moron.
He was a hard nut to crack.
He was. I mean, he's no. Let's see. Next one. Eat out
Retired?
of your hand. Yeah, he's retired. Eat out of your hand. To have someone eating out of your hand is to have them under your complete control. This food phrase actually refers to animal behavior. A key indication of animal domestication is to have them eat out of your hand. It's a sign of trust, showing that their wild instincts have been tamed. This practice was used for centuries. We don't know the idiom is just as old. We don't know if the idiom is just as old, but it's definitely not unlikely. Eating out of your hand.
All right.
Yeah.
This next one, this is stupid. What? Really? People wondered about this?
Yeah, this one's dumb. I say we skip this one.
Yeah, it's in case anyone wants to know, out to lunch. That's what that means. Who the fuck needs to know where this came from? Dumb.
Yeah. And it's very it just originated in the 60s. Fuck you. Okay.
All right.
Oh, this is an interesting one.
Yeah.
I've never understood.
Take that with a grain of salt, they say. To take something with a grain of salt is to view it with skepticism. Whether or not this phrase is ancient or recent is heavily debated.
Oh, I'm sure things have gotten crazy when they talk about it. Tempers have flared.
It's so funny. Is this ancient? Like, I don't know. Let's debate it.
Yeah, but it not only debated, heavily debated. I wonder if fists were thrown over something.
Well, according to Reader's Digest, some theorize that it originates back with Pliny the Elder. Good old Pliny the Elder.
Jesus Christ.
In 77 AD. Wow.
After death.
What did you think it was originally?
No, I always thought it was after death, didn't I?
Yeah, what was
BC?
BC.
Before Christ. Yeah, before Christ existed.
All right. He advised that people take poison antidotes with a grain of salt.
Oh,
Some people dispute this. This is the debate. However, many people theorize that it didn't come into use until 20th century. Take these theories with a grain of salt. So nobody fucking knows.
so it could be something new. It could be done with, fucking Pliny. Old man Pliny just telling people take an antidote with salt.
So we don't even fucking know what it means.
No. We read that for basically no reason at all. Oh, for fuck's sake. So now we got chew the fat. Ooh. Oh, they see you showed. Yeah, that's that. I don't like that picture.
That guy was paid to do that.
It's gross. There's more fat than bacon.
At least on that part there is.
Too much white. This food phrase is mostly used in Britain. It's used to describe slow small talk. When you chew the fat with someone, you chat without looking at the clock. It's been a popular British phrase since the late 19th century, but didn't always have the same meaning. According to dictionary.com, it was synonymous with complaining. We don't know when this changed. However, it's theorized that fat refers to juicy gossip. To chew the fat, then, is to have some fun gossip have a fun gossip sesh. Oh, I can't believe I just said sesh.
You should have heard yourself earlier when you said all sorts of modern day slang.
Oh, I think that's why I'm so grumpy now.
You're grumpy. I didn't notice you were grumpy.
Skibbity. No, I'm not. I'm lying.
All right, this is another one. I never quite understood this.
So we're probably not going to know the origin of this one either.
Yeah, so we'll see. Have your cake and eat it too. This one is one of those downright confusing food phrases. Why can't I have my cake and then eat it? Why else would I have cake on hand? According to the New York Times, credible source, it didn't start out this way. The original 16th century phrase is you can't eat your cake and have it too. Equally fucking confusing if you ask me.
Well, yeah, that's even more confusing than the first way that they say it.
Yeah. Honestly, there are other versions of this phrase that make more sense. Take the Russian. You can't sit in two chairs. Yeah, there you go. That makes fucking perfect sense. So how does that even come close?
Yeah. Wow.
You can't sit in two chairs. So where would you even use that phrase?
About not being able to sit in two chairs?
Like a figurative phrase. Like where?
Yeah.
Because you would use that in like a figurative, like a colloquial point.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I'm trying to think. I can't think of. Let's see. Damn. I don't know, man.
would it be like if you'd be like, well, I don't want to work, but I want to get money. Well, you can't sit in two chairs.
Well, there you go. There you go. You just figured it out.
Is that what it would mean? Like if you're trying to like be virtually unreasonable? Like,
yeah.
All right. I guess that's okay.
Yeah, because you can't do or accomplish two things simultaneously. So
it says that? Oh, you're looking it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
that makes way more fucking sense than you can't have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah. I think I like that term. You can't sit in two chairs.
Yeah, that's way better.
Yeah.
Leave it to Russia.
Yeah. Good old Russia.
What's this next one? Oh, that's wait.
Oh, that's the conclusion. It's just saying that that's the end.
Oh, there's like more, but it's about ice cream. What the fuck?
Oh, that's just a different. Okay.
A whole different article.
Yeah. Wait, What is this one? It's just talking about ice cream flavors. Oh, yeah, there's just ice cream flavors.
Yeah.
Slumdog Millionaire, buttermilk biscuit, firecracker.
And then it goes into a thing about New York bagels and the quality of their water.
Mm.
What is this? This is like
It's just like a bunch of articles all in one, it looks like.
It's like interdimensional cable is what this is.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there we go. So we hit them all.
We did.
And some we got good answers for. I'd say some we got some really shitty answers.
Yeah, damn right.
But now we know. At least we know that some things just don't know. They just don't know.
And knowing is half the battle, they say.
And that's what G.I. Joe says.
Well, I mean that's all I got.
Well, if that's all you got, that's all I got, baby.
Yeah. Stay tuned for I was
Wow.
gonna say something completely different, but
Jesus. I love that. Stay tuned for something.
for the next episode, because that's the end, folks. But don't let the fun stop here. Follow us on social medias for bonus chaos and catch the podcast on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, or wherever you pretend to work. And seriously, leave a review. It's the best way to tell us that we're not screaming into the void. Like, share, subscribe. Do it for the woodpecker.
Yeah. Do it for me, baby.
You
Come
can
on.
also find us on the newly founded Blue Sky app. You can find us on Reddit. Things are happening. And you can find us on Threads and pretty much anywhere that you waste your time. And for the meantime, you can find us on TikTok. Don't know how long that's going to last, but that's where we'll be.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Tune in next time when we talk about something fun. Peace.
What?